everybody? Welcome inside fitnessinformant.com, Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm FI founder and CEO Ryan Buckeye. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out a 100% honest, no bullshit review of Black Magic's Brainwave. It's nootropic. And today we want to talk to you guys about brainwaves on three different categories. First, we're going to talk about the ingredients in this and the dosages. What are these ingredients? What are they for? And are they dosed correctly? Second, we're going to talk about effectiveness, and then finally, we're going to talk about value. So as we tackle brainwaves, there's two components to this. There is a transparent component, and there is a proprietary component. So we don't necessarily know the dosages that we're getting in the proprietary blend, but if you go over to fitnessinformant.com, and we'll have the link here in the description box, we actually try to reverse engineer this, and what I'll tell you right now is we reverse engineered it based on what we thought the ingredients should be dosed at, based on clinicals and based on other studies. And it still did not equal the amount that's used. So that tells us that the proprietary blend used in this product is actually probably dosed pretty well. But before we get there, let's dive into this fully transparent, and then we'll hop into the fully prop blend. So we start off with 600 milligrams of KSM-66 ashwagandha. So this is a clinical dosage of KSM-66. It does two things. KSM-66 is good for relief of anxiety and stress, and it also helps boost natural testosterone levels. So research shows that great dosage of KSM-66. Lion's mane mushroom at 600 milligrams is this is a mushroom. It's not actually lion's mane. This actually helps reduce anxiety and stress as well. And this is a good dosage of lion's mane mushroom. Cat's claw is actually a plant at 500 milligrams and actually is shown to improve brain functionality. This is right in line with the dosages where it needs to be. You don't see cat's claw a lot in nootropics, but it's actually used in quite a few nootropics, like in the world of Silicon Valley. So at 500 milligrams of cat's claw, it's derived from a plant. It does have cognitive functions in terms of improved memory and improved focus and clarity. Then we hop into what they call the Sixth Sense Matrix, which it's 1,995 milligrams. So basically just shy of your 2,000 milligrams. And it starts off with alpha size alpha GPC. This is a great nootropic. I typically like to see this dosed at 600 milligrams, yielding 50% alpha GPC, which would get 300 milligrams of active alpha GPC. A great choline product that helps with brain functionality. It's actually my favorite nootropic, so that is the first ingredient, which that tells you is that this is going to be the highest dosed ingredient of these ingredients listed. The next ingredient is caffeine and hydrose. Now, within the actual label, it doesn't say it, but if you look below the label, it'll say caffeine is dosed at 300 milligrams. So what that tells you is, A, we have 300 milligrams of caffeine and hydrose, but alpha GPC is dosed at least 300 milligrams, if not higher. I think, based on my calculations, it's probably closer to that 600 milligram mark that we want. So, you go to fitnessinformant.com and check that out. The next ingredient then is going to be Bacopa. Again, we don't know the actual dosage, but this helps relieve anxiety and stress. Same with theanine, the next ingredient. Theanine is typically dosed between 100 and 200 milligrams. That also is used to relieve anxiety and relieve stress. It's actually used in a lot of sleep aids. It's used in quite a few pre-workouts as well, because reduction of stress, reduction of anxiety helps you elevate your focus and your mood. This next ingredient I can't pronounce because it's long and it makes, again, I'll butcher it. But what this is like a fatty substance that surrounds the brain cells, that protects the brains, and allows messages to go in between your brain cells. So this transports messages between each other, which actually helps improve memory function and basically brain loss. The next ingredient then is DMHA. Why DMHA in a nootropic? So you have 300 milligrams of caffeine. Without DMHA, you might suffer from a crash. DMHA is going to stimulate the central nervous system in addition to caffeine, which is going to improve mental clarity and also reduce the crash post-caffeine wear-off. So we know that DMHA is typically dosed between 80 and 150 milligrams. Again, at FI, I kind of reverse engineer this out, and I put it at the higher end, I think like 120 or 150. So the next ingredient, again, I'm not going to pronounce it because they're long, and you'll see that up here on the screen, but it's the one that starts with a V. It actually enhances blood flow to the brain. Enhancing blood flow to the brain, very similar, cat's claw, I think, does that as well. It's going to help your brain get nutrients that it needs. It's going to help improve mental clarity. PQQ is used next, which actually reduces stress and anxiety. So you'll see a lot of these ingredients in this product are very similar. They either reduce stress and anxiety, or they improve cognitive ability, because you want to reduce stress and anxiety and increase cognitive functionality. And the last ingredient is huperzine A, which we've seen in pre-workouts before, typically dosed between 100 micrograms and 300 micrograms. Again, if you go to fitnessinformant.com, I try to reverse engineer this based on dosages that I feel are fair, and I still show up about 100 milligrams short. So it'd be interesting to see what's in this prop blend, and unfortunately we can't get that. but it seems, even though it's a prop blend, that it's probably properly dosed, so therefore I'm a fan of the product because it also works. In terms of effectiveness, I would take this. You get an elevated sense of energy, an elevated sense of mood, an elevated sense of cognitive functionality and ability, and you really have no anxiety or stress. You are focused on exactly what you're doing, and that's the whole point of nootropics. You take these things for mental clarity, to focus, so if you're studying for an exam, if you want to use this instead of a pre-workout as you go to the gym, that's also an option. For me, I work from home, so therefore I have shit to do. I take these so I can focus on what needs to be done, and it works absolutely great. Like I said, the 300 milligrams of caffeine combined with whatever's in this for DMHA, it works well, no crash. I think you guys are going to really enjoy this. In terms of value, it does retail directly on their website for 60 bucks. So you get 30 servings for 60 bucks. Now you might be able to find it other places online for a little bit cheaper, but I'll tell you this, at $2 a day, so essentially you take 1 serving per day to help improve mental clarity and cognitive abilities, at $2 per day, I don't think that's a bad deal. I think it's a really good deal because if you have stuff to do, it helps you focus, it allows you to do a better job at what you're doing, you can get a better lift session, you can get more homework done. Whatever it is that you're using with a nootropic at $2 a use, and you don't have to use it every day. Use it when you need it, I think is a fair price to pay for an effective nootropic like Brainwaves that I really enjoyed and I thought they did a really good job with. To purchase the product, look below for a purchase link as well as a coupon code if there's one available to save you a few dollars on this product. Make sure you subscribe and follow on all our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below to stay up to date with all new nootropic reviews, black magic reviews, and just sports nutrition news and reviews in general. Make sure you check out our podcast. It's called Be Informed, Live Fit. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, and Stitcher, as well as other podcast platforms. And for this review, all nootropic reviews, huge supplement deals, news, rankings and reviews, fitness programs, and nutrition plans, make sure you visit us on our official website. We're at fitnessinformant.com.